Teacher Greg here, and welcome back to another video. Thanks for checking in again. We talked previously about the topic we're going to talk about today. I promised it, I think, back in the simple present tense questions, and today we're taking a look at another type of question. We are taking a look at our WH questions. So I am fulfilling my promise to you about going back to this topic. So first, let's take a look at what are WH words. WH words are used to ask for specific information. So keep that in mind, specific information. So let's take a look at some of the types of WH words we have. We have who for a person. We have what for a thing, where for location, when for time, why for reason or because, how for a description or an explanation, whose for a possession, which we've talked about previously also. If you didn't see that, go check out those two videos. And which for a selection. Keep in mind, this is for specific information. So it is not possible for you to answer with a yes/no reply. If I use one of these WH words in a question, you cannot answer me with a yes/no answer. It is not possible. It will cause confusion. So let's take a look. Let's compare some of the previous question structures we have learned. We learned the verb to be structure, and we learned our auxiliary simple present structure. Both of them are placed here. Also, if you didn't see those videos, go check them out, then come back here. Now let's compare that to our WH question structure. Here we have our structure. WH is first, then our verb to be or our auxiliary, then our subject and a complement, and don't forget our beautiful question marks. Notice what is first. This is always first when you put it in a sentence. Without them, our auxiliary or our verb to be is first. But if you use one, it becomes first. It is always the rule, and that is our automatic position. Let's take a look at some examples here. Who is your English teacher? What is your job? Where do you live? When do you go to work? Why do you study English? How do you like America? And which is your favorite singer? A quick tip to remember is to identify. Identifying is always going to be something important in your structure and your learning process. Once you identify the WH word, things become very simple. Once I know who is the subject focus, then I know the answer needs to be a person. Same thing with what. The answer needs to be a thing. Where, a location, when, a time, why, an explanation, how, a description, and which, a selection. So let's take a look at some of the example answers to come from this. We have two types of answers. We have a long form answer and a short form answer. Both are possible. Both are correct. It is a matter of choice if you want to give a lot of information or a short amount of information. So, who is your English teacher? Charlie is my English teacher, or simply Charlie. What is your job? I am a realtor, or simply real estate. Where do you live? I live in Florida, or simply Florida. When do you go to work? I go at 6 a.m., or simply at 6 a.m. Why do you study English? I study to improve, or simply to improve. How do you like America? I like it a lot, or simply a lot. Which is your favorite singer? In this case, we're talking about a group. So a group selection here. If we're talking about all the different types of singers, we are selecting from a group. My favorite singer is Bob Marley, or simply Bob Marley. And if you don't know who Bob Marley is, I recommend go check him out also, then come back here. All right. Now there are some special WH words that we need to remember the combinations for. What, how, and whose. These sometimes change our structure. What can be followed by a complement, how can be followed by an adjective or an adverb, and whose is followed by a noun. So if we take a look over here at some examples of the what, we have what time is our class? What type of movies do you like? What kind of drink do you want? So notice we have changed our structure. We have a complement, and a complement. This is possible also. It just depends on the structure and the question you are forming. How? How old are you? How old? I want to know an age. That's a combination that is frequently together. How often do you travel to Orlando? How often? I want to know a frequency with this. That is another common combination. How much is the bill? How much? I want to know the quantity or the price. And with whose, remember, is a possession. We learned possessions previously in 2 videos. Go check those out. Whose pen is on the floor? Whose cat is outside? Whose phone is vibrating during the test? So in this situation, we need to have our possession and the noun after the possession. And keep in mind, it's very important to identify. Identify, and it will make things easier for you. Take a couple of seconds, identify what the context is asking, then answer the question. All right, your turn on your own. Look at the answers and write the correct questions. Okay, let's compare our answers together now. So for the first one, our answer is I wake up at 7 a.m. That sounds like a time. So our question should be when or what time. Both work, whatever you choose. When or what time do you wake up? Our second answer is I have 5 pens. 5 pens sounds like a quantity. How many pens do you have? The third answer, he is my brother. My brother and he, that sounds like a person focus, so who is he? The fourth answer, from America. That one is a short form answer. From America sounds like a place. Where are you from? The next answer, I am a teacher. A teacher, that sounds like I'm talking about a work or a type of job. So what is your work or job? The next answer, I eat dinner at 8 p.m. Again, we have ourselves a time here, so we identify the time. That must mean it's a time. So when or what time do you eat dinner? The next one, she is 33 years old. 33 years old sounds like I want to know the person's age. How old is she? And our last answer, that is my computer. So my computer, I'm using some possessions. Whose computer is this? Are all of your answers the same? All right then, congratulations. First prize for you. Okay guys, and it's really that simple. Ask, ask, ask. This is how you develop conversation. This is how you develop in your speaking abilities. The more you learn to ask follow-up questions and ask specific questions, the more you can improve your dialogue when speaking with other people. So don't forget that. If you haven't checked out our other videos, go check us out. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow us on Instagram, and we'll see you soon in another video. Thanks so much. Bye.